Guys, and just bring the microphone closer to you.
You whole thing.
Yeah. Lord of mercy.
Shut up.
Move one foot so you can come closer, mommy.
Even closer?
Yeah. Right.
Is that alright?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Let me just make sure that's good. Thing looking nice, songing nice. Hello. All right, you heard me. Say hello again one more time, mommy.
Hello.
Very nice. All right, and you hear me like normal, right?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
All right, very good. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 8 of the Unknownknoww podcast, the most lit podcast in the Caribbean. This is your host, TDSK Production, Tevono Unknownknoww. And with us this evening, I have my Motherino. Mommy, introduce yourself.
I'm Stella, Tevon's mommy.
Don't know.
Stella Richards-Alleyne. Very proud to be the mother of TDSK. Tevon X Alleyne.
All right.
Do-do-do-do.
All right, so on tonight's interview, I was thinking to do something a little different. I was trying to get like the perspective and a little insight on the difference, so just try to differentiate a little bit between the lives of, I guess, my mommy when she was around my age and like the stuff she used to do for fun and whatnot, in comparison to what we or people within my age group, or as the social media might consider us, millennials, at this point or this age in our lives. You know what I mean? You alright to that, mommy?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, cool. So, still not sure I'm going to title it yet, but I have about 5 topics just written down. If you go off tangent a little bit, then that's okay, because it's all cool for insight and stories and yada yada. So, let's
Yada, yada.
get into it one time. So, mommy,
Yes.
still here, am I right?
Oh, yes, I am.
Very good. So, the first of the 5 topics I've written down is just for you to tell us at my age, or probably even younger, or just within this, before 30, what would be a typical day in your life?
At your age,
Yeah.
I was already a qualified teacher.
When they say qualified, they're talking about what exactly?
Have my diploma and all the other necessaries to be a teacher, not only in Trinidad and Tobago, but internationally.
Okay.
At your age too, I had traveled a lot.
So, you're talking about before I'm 26.
Yeah, definitely.
When they say travel a lot, what do you mean? Because I'm feeling left out here.
Well, let me see. By 26, I had been through most of the Caribbean,
Jesus, I do this thing
North
wrong.
America, and certainly Europe,
Okay.
and practically almost on my way to North Africa. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I loved as a child. Let me go back. As a child, reading. Well, we didn't have internet, obviously.
Like, don't go there yet. We're not including anything with the internet yet. Just consider.
So reading was it, and if you wanted to succeed, particularly with education wise, you were encouraged, you were beseeched, you were even threatened to read.
I guess that's kind of where the read for your degree term would have been coined around your time.
It's possible. It's
Okay.
possible.
Yeah.
And so much so that you read any and everything. I tell people, I have a little private joke that at age 9, I was reading so much I was already reading Playboy magazine.
Whoa.
Penthouse, along with Shakespeare and Milton. Yeah, you read everything, man.
Okay. All right, so continue.
Yeah, so that helped you a lot
Oh, hold on, I'm up on the AC. Oh.
with your
right, go ahead.
education. Yeah, so with the reading, you also read about countries you were interested in, especially those English books, the Enid Blyton and whatnot. What was the name of that popular one? If Famous Five and whatnot. You wanted, you're reading and you're kind of using your imagination, trying to figure out with the descriptions what the places would look like and whatnot. And so your thing was like you'd love to go through Europe. You'd love to go to England. Now, I keep referring to England because most of our storybooks and even most of our textbooks at school
were English.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so it was
as per colonial rule. Yeah.
They throw back from that too.
Yeah.
So you find that once I started working and had saved enough, after the Caribbean, I went through the Caribbean first, but my first big trip as such, I chose to go to England and Europe.
All right. One question with that. That was like you going to meet cousins and that, or it was just, let me just go.
I had family there too, so it was a matter of reconnecting.
Okay. So it wasn't necessarily just, I go in here and just go and end up, you know what I mean?
But through Europe, we had to do the tourist thing.
Okay. That's it. All right. So back to like a typical day. Hold on. Yeah, go ahead.
But you were continuing. You were asking more. You want to know more about a typical.
Yeah, typical mommy.
One of the things. No, I wasn't a mommy yet.
Well, you know what? You're talking in.
Yeah, so it was. You had your day job, vacation time, and thanks to teaching, you were afforded
July, August,
December. Easter, and December.
Yeah.
So besides the teaching, besides the traveling, we had what Facebook is now popular for. But in my day, we called it pen pals. You wrote letters.
Yes.
And you wrote letters to people all over the world. It was something else to have a pen pal in Sweden or Sri Lanka. The further away, the better, because you got to know their culture vicariously and whatnot. Facebook now kind of has taken over that, but it was such a thrill as a young child. I started having pen pals from age 12 actually.
How the whole was the
usually the newspaper there'd be a section for pen pals.
It was that serious, like they literally had a section reserved so you could be like, you could pen pal with me in England. You could write to whoever. That's cool. That's interesting.
So you get pen pals requests from the newspapers, magazines, but there was a radio station back then, originating from Montserrat. And I'm sorry, but the name of that radio station eludes me now. But that station too, and funny enough, it was a Trinidadian. That station was fed with Trinidadian announcers.
Okay.
That station would also the announcers would, at a certain point, would give the names and addresses of people desirous of having pen pals. And through that station, I connected with quite a few Caribbean people as pen pals. I think I ended up meeting all of them. Yeah, I think I ended up meeting all of them.
Meeting as in face to face?
Face to face, yes, face to face. You know, and that was nice. That was really, really, I guess it would be something like chatting with a Facebook friend.
And then going to
and then finally me. Although these days we having so many scary stories. So many scary stories of people meeting, especially male, female, and creeps. Ending up, just last week we had that on the news.
Yeah.
Woman ended up dead after meeting a guy, befriending a guy from Facebook, having met him on Facebook. Besides that, we did have parties, but the parties were more house parties. House parties back then were popular.
Okay.
And usually they were Dutch, which means that the woman would walk with something to eat and the guys would walk with drinks.
Okay.
And Diamond Vale was popular for that.
All right, Mom used to live in Diamond Vale, so that's the next thing to consider for people who know where Diamond Vale is in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, Diamond Vale was popular for that, house parties. And our house parties back then started early. So from about 7, 8 o'clock, you're already there, music blasting. And by midnight, you'd be making your way back home.
Okay.
In fact, finishing at midnight, you'd say that party was real best.
Yeah. It's so different now.
Compared to now where
like
I
somebody would say a party start 8 o'clock, you're not arriving to the party till about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, look, I see my daughter getting up 3 and getting ready and like, excuse me, and the party starting 4 and finishing 8 in the morning. Huge contrast. Parties back then were much safer too. Everybody looked out for one another because not everybody had a car.
Yeah, not to cut you, but you think that was a nationwide thing or that was
It was.
Okay.
It was a nationwide thing. On the whole, it was safer to me.
Yeah.
Yes, there was crime. I mean, crime is from the beginning of time. Rape is nothing new.
Yeah.
Incest, thieving, you name it, adultery, you name it. Nothing new from the very beginning of time. We've had that. But what I find is that it was still safer back then. Much safer back then to move about at night. In fact, I remember sleeping home with all the doors wide open.
Yeah,
all the windows wide open.
Countless.
And if a guy were to play the fool and come into your house, the whole village knew who he was and he'd get a sound curtail. So that alone was a deterrent.
Okay.
I want to add to that the police service was also well respected. In fact, all jobs, all professions were well respected, unlike today where people feel they can tell from the prime minister down anything they want.
Yeah.
We didn't have that back then. We respected the office.
Okay.
We respected the office holder. So teachers were held in high esteem. Policemen were held in high esteem, And that to me held the fabric of society together.
Yeah.
And that too, we don't have that these days. And to me, that is contributing to the breakdown
in society down.
In discipline and everything in the society today.
Okay.
Besides the house parties, what else? Liming was really liming. You chatted. You shared experiences.
Again, significant contrast to now where you'd invite somebody.
Now everybody is on their phone. But everybody's on their phone. And the thumb just going and you hear the tick, 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 and then you'd hear hee hee. You see this?
Yeah, and then
and then and after an hour or two is bye. We had a good time. It's like, excuse me.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
Going out, you went to the beach. Oh, another thing. In my time, on a Sunday evening, you just got dressed, really dressed, and you took a walk. And somebody in the neighborhood would always have ice cream, mostly on sale. Ice cream, sweetbread, local stuff on sale. So you took a walk. Again, it was the times, like I said, it was a little safer. And your parents didn't have that much of a worry as to who would snatch you or whatever.
True.
Yeah, that was a Sunday evening thing. Depending, you would go to the grounds, the president's grounds. The police band always would put on a concert.
On every Sunday?
Most Sundays.
Okay, most Sundays. Okay.
Or you simply walked around the savannah. You'd see families walking, or you'd see families picnicking.
In the savannah?
Yeah, or on in the gardens, or going to the zoo. That was a big thing.
That sounds like a thing for you.
Yeah, that was a big thing. So those were just some of the activities we got into back then.
Okay. Can move on to the next topic. Alright, this is, I wouldn't say it's a niche topic again, but again with young people nowadays, the typical conversation and chat about like heartbreak. So boyfriend, girlfriend thing. You ever went through anything like that?
My heart being broken?
Yeah.
No.
Don't fib to me,
No, I'm not fibbing, and it's interesting you should bring it up, but I don't know.
Was it that it just never existed, or is something like if it happened, it's like whatever?
Just once, and I think what's the word? I'm trying to remember the expression they use. It's like I told myself not another time, and I just kind of hardened my heart, as it were.
And that was boyfriend, girlfriend?
Yeah. Long. I think it was my very, very first.
Who's you?
I'm not telling you.
Mommy, you could tell me. You could.
I'm telling you what the whole world is hearing. I ain't telling you.
Tell me off here, right?
Maybe. It depends. What's in it for me? What am I getting?
I'll give you $1.
Worth more than $1. Yeah. You see, relationships.
Yeah.
To put it bluntly, I find now.
No.
Sex is the first thing.
Well, yes, I'm going to explain the difference between now, but I want to just focus on like how it was then. So even with a heartbreak, for instance, nowadays, so boom, you're with a girl or a girl with a boy, whatever it is, because of social media and everybody's so involved with social media, it'll be like, yo, to show that I genuinely appreciate you, I really like you, like I would tag you in a meme. I'll tag you in a funny video on Facebook and make you laugh and that kind of stuff. And then say all your breakup is like all of a sudden Facebook have this weird thing where it show you memories. So when you see any memories now, it's like, yo, this wasn't even funny. Why the hell I even that kind of thing? So in your time when you say you would harden your heart, it's somewhat synonymous now, but it's like we try to move like we just don't care completely. You know, what do you think? That's the same thing as what you would have done? Like, when you're hard in your heart?
That or love and love relationships, to me, no matter the era, that part of the human, being human would never change. Never change. The only, like I started to say, this thing about saving yourself for marriage, that's gone through the door from what I see now.
Yeah.
And meeting someone for the very first time and having sex the same night or the next night is as easy as just brushing your teeth.
Yeah, it's like the norm now.
Whereas in our time, you know, there was strict, good girls. You had the good girl stigma. Good girls just didn't do that.
Yeah.
You kept your knees together, and you held out for as long as you could, hopefully until your wedding night.
Yeah.
But truth be told, we know damn well that never really happened, because if you check your parents' date of marriage, and you check the first child's birthday, you would realize, something happened before.
Jesus.
You know, but still, there was this air of purity and saving yourself and not doing it till you're married kind of thing, as compared to now. In fact, back then, many girls, including myself, we were so stupid because, remember your parents in telling you about sex is not spoken about in the first place. So you got all kinds of misinformation to the point where you felt that if a boy watch you too hard and all, you might get pregnant. Seriously. But that has gone, how you say it, that has taken a complete 360. Now is the total opposite.
Total is almost no.
Yeah, it's a totally.
I mean, there would obviously be the parents, so I believe even you as a mommy, we never had that type of conversation. But at the same time, it's like, I could be like, yo, mommy, you know, a bruffle. And you wouldn't cuss me or beat me, but like, only then we would kind of have a conversation
about
around
that,
it kind of thing. And I know it would never ever in life be like that with granny, because anytime you say that,
that's the difference. I could not discuss sexual matters or anything sex with or even relationship with my mother. With my children, however, there's an open door policy.
Well, yeah.
We talk anything and everything to the point where sometimes they tell me, oh God, mommy, oh, too much information. Mommy, stop, you know? Yeah, that's how it is now. But like I say, it's a total 360 now. Kissing a boy, having sex with a boy, first time you meet him, second night, whatever. it come like brushing your teeth, as I say. It's like, so what, you know? It's no big thing, and that's how relationships are now.
Yeah.
And I find, to me, coming from my era, I find a lot of the mystique and the mystery is lost.
Yeah.
And the delayed gratification is lost. Because
everything is
my era is like, you're going out with this guy weeks, months, and there's this build up of wonder. God, I wonder what he like, boy.
What he like?
Like, you know, like in the sense of in bed, you know.
What?
Yeah, but you pretending that you're not all that interested, and
well, I hear it directly from a lady.
There's nothing like delayed gratification now. You meet the guy in stumbling, and next 2 hours all in bed, and the story, and tomorrow night you move on to another guy, and then you all wonder why I can't get somebody who really loves me.
Nobody really loves me type thing. That's the society, you know.
Love has now become sex, and sex, love.
True. That's crazy.
But I recognize, though, with all of that, you young people, you still yearn for somebody to
hold on to forever and ever. Yeah. That's true.
Oh, yes.
That's very true. It's like we almost, in a sense, we want the old school love, like granny, grandpa love, but we want the modern day relationship.
Well, it's the time you all grew up to. You all grew up in a fast food time.
Yeah.
Everything is instant. Instant coffee, instant this, instant. You get it right now.
Yeah.
You're hungry, KFC right there. You're hungry, Wendy's right there. You're hungry, Subway, everything right. You don't have to wait.
Yeah.
So why the hell should you be wanting a guy sexually but have to wait till all you're married? Why?
Yeah.
Or till all you're engaged? It makes no sense. I want him, let me have him now.
Yeah. You think that's a okay way for us to think, or you just accept it because that's the times of the trade right now?
Well, apparently that's the times right now.
Yeah.
You know, this instant gratification kind of thing. That's how it seems to be right now.
Yeah.
You know?
That's weird,
but then again, the music, if we could go to the music.
Yeah, that's true. All that.
If you listen to the kind of music I grew up on.
It's like a double entendre.
It was all about love and love and love.
Like they would even be talking about the Brooklyn as well, but it would be very subtle.
About sex, but it's the way the word.
It's like let you really imagine then.
They will couch those lyrics so beautifully. You wouldn't be like, wait, nice sex you talking about?
Yeah.
Whereas now, I remember there's this tune I really loved, and I told you all I wanted it as my ringtone.
The Alkaline.
And you all said to me, no, mommy, you don't want that tune as your And I'm like, yes, I'm gonna love that tune. I love that tune. And I said, mommy, you know, 1, you can never find your phone.
Yeah.
2, you will be delivering a lecture, and the phone started to ring. You can't find it in your bag. And this tune going off. And I couldn't understand why you all wouldn't give me this tune, this tune. And for those of you listening, was that Alkaline tune?
I think it was Gage, the dung and your dung and your dung and your throat.
But I thought the guy was singing dung and the road. If you see them, dung and the road. And I had no idea what the real lyrics were. Forgive me. You know, but as I'm saying, in my time, it was all about love. I grew up with my dad playing love music from his time.
Yeah.
All the old Nat King Cole and Sam Cooke and Sarah Vaughan. You know, and now my children are listening to what's his name? Gage and Alkaline and everybody talking about the pussy and riding the cocky and all. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Everything is just raw out there. So it's almost like if you're not doing it,
something wrong with you.
You're not alive.
Yeah, true.
So the music influenced us a lot.
Like music and social media, because even like I would be having conversations with people that's a little older than me, not ridiculously older. But another thing they would try to push and instill is like, if you don't use it, you go lose it.
Yeah, well, you hear
I mean, it doesn't make any sense, but it's like, yo, if you're not having sex, then when you wait for marriage and you get married, like, erectile dysfunction guaranteed and
Not true.
your wife go be like, oh God, I wait all, you know what I mean?
Not true, because erectile dysfunction is a medical and physical condition.
Yeah.
Even for people who didn't wait.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. All I had.
Right. So it has nothing to do with not using it and as a result losing it. Don't believe that at all.
Okay. All right. We covered 3 of the topics so far. One just kind of popped into my head a little bit, but I'll hold that one back. I want you to give your insights on the idea of valuing material things. Your time.
Remember, this life, there are stages, and everybody goes through those stages of life. At one point, yes, you want to gather as much material stuff as possible.
Yeah.
And you set about trying to do that. Some people are lucky, they manage to get it all, or almost all, and some people are not. But like I said, life is different stages. And then you get to a stage, like the stage I'm at now, where you get to realize all this thing ain't really.
Yeah.
It's really not about the big house and the car and the millions in the bank, This life is about being true to yourself.
True.
And being a reflection of what a good Christian is. People must watch you and say, that's a good lady. I want to be like her when I grow up. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
That to me is what life is really, or should really be.
Yeah, should be about, yeah.
Right? Because when you die, your eulogy is never about, he had 10 houses.
He had
and how many Porsches
Macan.
and what. And he have $1 billion. No.
Yeah. They more talk about the things you
try
do.
Try to remember the funerals you may have been to. Try to remember what the eulogies were like. They were always about how the deceased made their children feel more than what the deceased gave materially to the children.
True.
And that is what I'd like. I wish more people would embrace. It's not about the gathering stuff.
Yeah.
It's about making people feel good. And you don't have to give people stuff to make them feel good. It's just a word, a hug, a smile.
Yeah.
Things that don't cost.
True.
That would leave a lasting impression on people. Material things don't make us happy,
Yeah.
Because if you notice, you might buy a Porsche, jump in your Porsche. Ooh, I'm in my Porsche, feeling good. But after a month or two, you fed up with that Porsche.
That's true. Very, very true.
And you're looking for another brand. It's like a drug. You're always looking for it, and you don't ever get enough.
Yeah.
You could never get that high that you, as someone put it once, money is about numbers, and seeing that numbers go to infinity.
You'll never be satisfied.
Never, ever be satisfied with money.
All right. This might, I don't know if this is weird, but was like you're thinking about this always there, or in a sense you had to grow and you had
have
to,
that, you don't born with it.
Okay.
You aren't born with this knowledge.
It's like almost, if we had this conversation, like say we had this conversation a year ago, just me hearing it from an adult, I would, like, me personally, I don't know about everybody else, but I would look at it like, this actually is true, and I probably should stop running down the material things. Like, if that conversation happened between you and Granny, you and your mommy, that ever happened, or this was something that is more like as you go through life, you just realize,
yeah, and that's the thing. You don't just get this just so.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've heard adults saying, "Oh my God, I wish I could be 20 years younger," but with all that I know now,
all that you know
that
now,
is
true.
so true.
Yeah.
You have to get that experience, is it?
And not
because 20 years ago, I didn't know material things would make you happy.
Yeah.
Honestly. The more shoes I had, the more clothes, the more handbags. Oh yes.
Yeah.
But you have to reach that stage. You have to go through the stages. Everybody has to go through. Even with religion.
Mm-hmm.
When you're young, God and church, and oh God, go to church again. It's Sunday already, boy.
Yeah.
But to me, it's yesterday I went. And you're looking at these little old ladies
Every
at
Sunday.
the back of the church, like they're living in the damn church. And when you come, they're watching your cut tie because they don't like the dress you're wearing, or the jersey you're wearing, or the boy you're coming in with. And they seem to be always trying to be on you, and you're like, "What does she want to eat?"
Yeah.
And them had the most fun when them was young, you know. Until you get to almost then you realize, okay.
I now understand why.
I
Now
now understand.
Crazy.
Because you get to that stage when you realize, you know, the little spirituality and the reading of the Bible, and it's all about the stages in life. But each stage is meant for you to enjoy.
Yeah.
Not be ridiculously wild and do shit, but you're supposed to enjoy each stage. It's like the seasons. You know, you have the 0 to 12. Then you have the teenage years, and you have the young adult, and then you have the middle age, and then you have the old age. It's like the seasons, but you enjoy each one.
Yeah.
Each one. And you're supposed to gain knowledge and keep that knowledge, and just don't be a fool for all of your life.
Yeah. Well, we could go on and on.
Yeah,
but
no.
if you realize, I did. It's done already.
I told
half
you
hour.
when I started talk.
we could
we
really
might
go
have to
on
do
and
a
on.
part two.
We'd have to definitely do a part 2.
Depending on the response, right?
Depending on the response. So,
Oh yeah, I hope we get a good response to this.
So guys, again, that was my mommy, Stella Richards-Alleyne. Now, I mean, if you enjoyed the podcast, don't forget to drop a like.
Or 2
subscribe.
likes.
Or 2. No, if they like twice is a dislike.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah,
Yes.
drop your like. Let us know if anything that my mommy said or I said probably stick with you, going to stick with you, even going to apply to your life now. Leave it in the comments and stay tuned for the next episode on the Unknownknoww podcast.
Nice talking to you.
You don't know? Later.